that that part of it becomes. There's certain things that I would do for my brother that I won't do for my friends, and I got got a lot of friends, but those that are my brothers, they get the extra, extra, you know, consideration, shall I say? Is it gonna stay right there? John over here messing with me. It's the difference, right? Agreed. Breed up, real brotherhood. Ty, and I can see that. I mean, breed has showed some different levels of brotherhood. Um, and again, that's club business, so it is what it is. But you mentioned it, so I just spoke on that. So y'all say you can be taught brotherhood. Now, one thing I want to say is this: is that understand the deepness of the word brotherhood. Understand when you say brotherhood, we have a brotherhood. That means that when you say you have a brotherhood, that means that when it's raining outside, you don't care about getting wet. If your brother's outside in the rain, you outside in the rain. When it's hot outside, if your brother's outside in the sun, you outside in the sun. As opposed to a friend.
So let's talk about brotherhood for a minute.
Okay.
Can brotherhood be taught? Of course, brotherhood is taught. So, where people fall short in the brotherhood is that the brotherhood's not being taught. But yes, brotherhood is taught. Brotherhood's taught when you go in the military, and they teach you to leave no man behind. You don't know not to leave no man behind until you're taught that in the military.
Okay.
Brotherhood is taught when you go online and you're in a fraternity and they stick you with line brothers and y'all all go through hell together so that you learn what it's like to support the brother next to you.
And to depend on.
And to depend on and to trust and to cherish that brother. In that way, brotherhood is taught. Those people that don't necessarily have brothers when they get started or don't know what brothers are, they are taught brotherhood through these organizations, these fraternal organizations, military organizations, band, football teams. They're all taught that all of these folks are working together towards one goal, which is brotherhood. And there are certain things that bind a brotherhood and make a brotherhood a brotherhood. First of all, bylaws. If we all follow these bylaws and do these things this way, then the brotherhood guarantees us this status. If we vote for this, the brotherhood guarantees us that result. If we act this way, the brotherhood guarantees us this result. So brotherhood, sisterhood, family, these things are taught. Your mama teaches you brotherhood when you get in a fight with your brother or you hit your sister and your mom breaks your back in two with that switch saying, I don't give a damn what happens. You will never forsake your sister. You will never forsake your brother. You will always stand together no matter what. So these things, like everything else, like hate, like everything, these things are taught. And so the motorcycle club succeeds when the motorcycle club has a good policy and a good training program and good methodologies for teaching brotherhood, rewarding brotherhood, and punishing people who cannot display or show or be about brotherhood.
Okay. So, John just pointed out that as far as you can obtain brotherhood after you join a motorcycle club. I think one of the things too for me, man, is that being raised in a family that the way we love and the way we were, taught to love each other, I think a lot of times it's almost a major disappointment for me when the brotherhood is not automatically given or automatically displayed, and you're asking yourself, well, you don't understand how this thing works? Yeah, you're not gonna like me today. You didn't like what I did, or you don't like how I got down, but so what? You're my brother. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tend to hold on to the grudge part of what a person did. When you're in a brotherhood, man, that shit. I'm sorry. When you're in a brotherhood, It's nothing. Your brother can do something that was stupid. He can do something that was out of whack. He can do something that was out of place. And yeah, you're gonna be mad at him, and yeah, you're gonna chastise him. But that's it. You get mad, and you move on, and that's just that. Um, I think brotherhood, the number one factor for brotherhood is loyalty. Yes or no?
Yes.
Loyalty. In order to have a brotherhood, you have to be loyal. And when I say loyal, that means totally, totally loyal. Um, and I think that's what's missing too. What I'm saying is this, man, is that a lot of you cats that have joined your motorcycle clubs, and I'm only speaking from what I've seen and what I know. A lot of you cats that have joined motorcycle clubs, I don't even think you ever thought about it this deep. I don't even think you ever took the time to really understood what this is that you're being a part of. You were just so excited to ride, and you might have even took the punishment and the scrutiny of being a prospect. You might have did whatever it was they told you to do to be a prospect, mentally not even being prepared that, hey, man, I really need to be 100% all in for this. We're not going to even get into the part to where I say, hey, will you die for a brother? Will you die? Will you die for Big Sale just because he's a king? Or will you die for John just because he's a Black Sabbath? You feel what I'm saying? That part of it. But that all of that is a part of the DNA and the makeup of brotherhood. Till death do you, it's like a marriage. Till death do you part. So it's just like, I'm going to say it's like this. It's just like a female. When you meet her, you guys meet for the first time. Oh, the courtship is beautiful. She's doing everything. The house is clean. She cooking all your little favorite meals, and y'all doing good. 6 months later, it's just still peachy keen. You know, she haven't farted in front of you yet. Ain't no farting in front of you. You feel what I'm saying? Her hair and makeup is done. You know, you putting on your good clothes and making sure they're right. But so after a year, okay, let's get married. You move in together. Now you get to see a few things when you move in. You know, and now she's off to work now, so she ain't got time to clean up the house before you come over. But then you mess around and get married, and then it all breaks loose. It all comes together.
You mean it's not a honeymoon all the time?
Oh no, man! Trust and believe it ain't no honeymoon, man. If she mad at you, you mad at her. You didn't tell me you take 45 minutes in the bathroom. You feel what I'm saying? You know, all that time. All hell breaks loose, man. But April Jones said if they don't respect or can't be loyal to themselves, they won't respect or be loyal to the brotherhood. All about them. Well, loyalty and brotherhood has no selfish desire. That's totally a team sport. Brotherhood and loyalty is totally a team sport. You can't even have a selfish bone in your body in order to be a part of a brotherhood. You actually give up you to become them or to be a part of them.
And that's what I talk about. That's how I got started doing this whole thing. Was looking at the things that I saw that are different in the motorcycle club world than when I came in. And a lot of the brotherhood stems from doing the things together that the brotherhood likes to do, which in this case is ride motorcycles. So if you have a brotherhood of cowboys and everybody's supposed to be riding the range and roping cattle and doing branding, when you start spending all your time in the saloon and none of your time out roping and riding and branding, you start to fight over small things, you start to argue, you start to fall apart because the brotherhood is not doing what the brotherhood set out to do. So when your time is filled with the non-MC things, like we got to go to every nightclub, every MC clubhouse on every bike night, and oh boy, we're riding out to the bike night. We got the nicest bikes. The strippers on the pole. All of this hyperbola. But you haven't ridden with your brothers anywhere. And a lot of times when motorcycle clubs call me and say, we've got a real internal problem. The motorcycle club is falling apart. We were wondering what we could do, and maybe you could help us, Black Dragon. One of the first questions I ask, and it always catches them by surprise when I say, when was the last time your motorcycle club rode somewhere together? Your chapter, when was the last time you rode somewhere that wasn't a clubhouse or wasn't on the bike set for you to party? When was the last time you did that one thing you guys love to do? When was the last time you hit a canyon? When was the last time you rode to down across the desert to such and such springs? When was the last time you rode up through Helen, through the mountain passes? And when was the last time your brotherhood did those things that surround that brotherhood? That's what the brotherhood says it does. So it's hard to enjoy and learn each person in the brotherhood when you're in a nightclub and you got to get next to the person to hear what they're saying.
Mm.
Oh, look at that booty over there. Oh, look at that dress. These things are accoutrements. Those are the things that you do when the brotherhood is sound. When the brotherhood is not sound, so how can I trust my brother that I don't know? How can I know my brother has an issue, he's about to commit suicide, when I never ask him what's going on in his life? How can I know if my brother's girl just left him, his wife just left him, she took the children, if all I care about when I pick up the phone is I want to ask him, when is he going out to the next party with me? What you doing next week? My mom just died. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Hey, tell you what, get back with us and let us know if you're going to ride with us. So it's not just selfishness, although that's the big thing. It's a lot of ignorance. It's a lot of ignorance to the fact that the motorcycle club is not training the people in what it takes to be brothers. We're so busy building numbers. We got to go win that trophy. All we want to do is get you signed up and get you quick 90-day fake prospectship in, where we're going to ask you to do some dumb stuff like push-ups.
Wait. You telling me 90 days you can't prospect in 90 days?
Well, what I'm saying is 90 days should be the minimum time.
Yeah.
And if you are a super hot prospect and a super hot runner, then yeah, you can go across in 90 days. But if you're not so super hot, then you might need 120 days, or in my case, you might need 5 years.
Let me ask you this real quick. I spoke Tick, our man Bruce Tick Perry.
Tick
said he ain't dying for his motorcycle. He ain't dying for it. Said you lost me with that dying for a brother shit. What I mean by we not going to even get into that part of it is this. Do understand that if the same brother that wears the same patch that you wear goes out and does some dumb shit, and I got a quick cursor, goes out and does something dumb, or makes a decision that causes drama, then when the person come back to retaliate, they gonna retaliate on anybody with that patch on. They don't care. They didn't come to get John, or just say they didn't come to get. I go out there and do something dumb. They don't come to get Sale. They come to get whoever got the vest on. So yeah, when I say dying for your brother, that's what I'm saying. You have to be able to know that the person that has on this same patch that you have on has your best interest at hand, no matter what. I.e., if they even as simple as riding their motorcycle. For example, we all know this in Atlanta to be true. Clubs have been labeled and targeted by the police based on one member. A member that was out there speeding, 200 miles, 180 miles an hour, got away from the police, but all they remember is that patch. So now, every time the police see that patch, they don't give a damn if it was you or not. Pull your ass over. You feel what I'm saying? Because that whole club has been labeled because of that one incident that your club brother thought was cool as shit for him to run from the police.
Oh, by the way, the Veterans Administration suicide hotline is 800-273-8255. 800-273-8255. A simple copy and paste might save someone's life. The Veterans Administration suicide hotline.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, man. Real quick. We got to do this. And because you were late, we didn't get a chance to do this. Yeah, I'm still throwing that up. Hey, man, we lost a real good person yesterday, Princess. Yeah, she died yesterday. You didn't hear that?
No.
You know who Princess is, right?
I think so.
From Be With Blaze and Be With Chocolate. She died yesterday. Yeah. So real quick, man, we're gonna do a moment of silence. We're gonna recognize Princess and just do a real quick moment of silence, man. She was a on the bike set here in Atlanta, man. Everybody loved her. Everybody knew her, and how she died was crazy. So not to get into details of that, but let's just do a real quick 15-second moment of silence, man. Put them throttle hands up wherever you are at your house for whoever has passed away. But I just wanted to bring that up. It just actually hit me when I was talking about dying for a brother. So real quick, 15 seconds. Let's go. R.I.P. Princess. All right.
R.I.P. Princess.
Whew, that was a rough one, man. That kind of hit me real. She was good people, man. All right, so
Tiffany Primo was at Krog Street Bridge.
Man, yeah, she doing her thing, man.
I know where Krog Street Bridge is.
So what I'm saying is this, man. You can be put in a situation to where your brother can cause you to die, and I'm pretty sure it has happened on the bike set. We don't talk about it as much as we probably should to prevent it, but it has happened. So, brotherhood. Let me go into this real quick. Okay, I did some research on the term "Am I my brother's keeper?" Okay, and of course it took me back to the definition in the Bible. That's where the term "Am I my brother's keeper?" come from. Now, whether you believe in the Bible or not, this is just a parable or a story in the Bible. So I went to the Bible. It's actually in Genesis chapter 4, verse 6 through 11. And brother's keeper, am I my definition, a saying from the Bible story of Cain and Abel? After Cain had murdered his brother Abel, God asked him where was his brother. Now, doing my research into that, I realized that when Cain said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" it wasn't to take responsibility, but it was to ask God, "Man, hey, I'm not responsible for him. What you asking me for? What the hell you asking me for? Where he at? Man, hey, I don't know. That's on him." So I think we've taken the term.
What was God's answer when he said, "Am I my brother's keeper?"
I mean, we can get into that. I mean, like I said, I just did that part of it, but it's all in there, 4, 6, and 11. And I think God told him, you are responsible, or, you did something. I smell blood. I don't have my Bible verse all the way down, but I remember studying something about I smell. Basically, God said, hey, man, I think I think something went down. But what I'm saying is this. When you ask the question, am I my brother's keeper? Okay. What really does that mean? What does that mean to you as a Black Sabbath? Am I my brother's keeper?
Well, in the Black Sabbath, we don't ask that question. The answer is, I am my brother's keeper. And there are expectations of loyalty, expectations of respect, expectations, and rules. And those rules set out by the Bible. Man is not inherently good. Man is inherently bad. We have to learn to be good. We have to learn. There are some people that are just really not selfish, like my little sister Lori. She'd always share her food and all that sort of thing. But there are other folks that are very selfish, and they have to be taught. And that's why we go to church. The church teaches us how to be better people. The motorcycle club teaches us how to be better. If we'll listen to what the motorcycle club teaches us, and the best way to listen is that thing that nobody knows. Just like you had a hard time quoting that Bible, ask folks to quote their bylaws. Two or three paragraphs of their bylaws. And you'll find that most people treat the bylaws like they do the Bible.
Okay, so maybe
now people quote out the bylaws stuff that's not even in them.
Maybe, and that may be something too that we need to get into. That let me write that down. Bylaws. How should your bylaws? Man, put the phone down. We don't have a phone, John.
I'm just
leave it alone, John. We don't have a phone.
I'm just restarting the phone.
John, you messing up stuff, John. That ain't what the man told us to do. We run our prospects for 265 days. Then they are tested about the diamond we wear and some history of what we are. Silent assassin, my man Darwin. Okay, well, and again, whatever it is that you have to do to pull out that brotherhood in all members. But and this like I said, for me, the question is this. I already understand that John is not perfect. He understands that I'm not perfect. But because the love that I have for him and the brother and the bond that we have,
I'm perfect.
hey man, in your world, kudos. But I'm telling you, I already understand that. But the bond and the brotherhood that we have, it's nothing that we can't work past. It's nothing that can come between us because we've already made that bond and we've already established the brotherhood that hey, this is what it is. So for the fans that don't like me on the show that love John, kudos to you. For the fans that don't care about John but love me, kudos to you. It is what it is, but that's not going to stop what we have decided to be a part of and the mission that we decided to be a part of. So again, what I'm getting back to is this, man. Before you join this motorcycle club, because like I said, this is for people that are listening that call themselves independent riders, people that are listening that call, that say, hey man, I don't need a bunch of cats to ride with, man, to ride my motorcycle. That's true, but you always end up finding a bunch of cats to ride with. You don't need them, but you always end up finding them to be around them and to ride with them. But neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is this. Tonight I want you to take this time for everybody to reevaluate what was it that you were looking for when you joined your motorcycle club. Were you looking for the brotherhood? Were you looking for the camaraderie? Is there something missing at home? Maybe you don't have any sisters. I mean, maybe you don't have any big brothers. Maybe you just moved to a new town and that manly bond or that sisterly bond is what it is that you need in order to just to keep you functioning on a day-to-day basis. Whatever it is, understand this, man, that there are some of the brothers in the motorcycle club. There are some of the brothers in the motorcycle club who need just that. And they expect that from you. And when you don't give that to them, you disappoint them and you cause them to be angry or upset with you because they're looking for, hey, you are my brother. So I just wanted to put that out there, man, with this brotherhood thing because I'm telling you guys, if we're going to get this thing back on the right track, if we're going to get this thing to where it needs to be, when I say this thing, the set, the motorcycle community, us, blacks, whites, whatever, us together, the MC community, if we're going to get this thing back to where it used to be, because everybody was talking about, oh man, back in the day, it was so much fun. We didn't ride as much. You guys, a lot of old heads tell me, hey, Sel, I appreciate you for putting the set out there, putting the set out there. But boy, the stuff that these young cats are doing nowadays is just crazy. There's no loyalty, there's no brotherhood. So if we're going to get back to that, I think we need to get back to the basic foundation of understanding what brotherhood is, understanding the reason for you joining a motorcycle club. You feel what I'm saying? You have to understand that. How can you let me see. How can I ride next to John with the same patch on that he has and I don't have a clue about what it is or who it is that John is? And if you're in a large club, I know it's hard to learn everybody. But brotherhood has almost like, I'm going to say this. Brotherhood has a sign almost like the Masons. Those that know it, they know it. When they see it, they know it. And those that don't know it, they don't see the sign and they walk right past it.
So my thing is, as a policy wonk, my thing is, so what does the MC require of brothers? So you can think all day long about why I came to the Brotherhood and evaluate and say, well, what brought me to the Brotherhood? And I think that's good, but I don't like to just throw something out there and not give you a way to fix it. So there are some things you can do to fix your brotherhood and your MC and to fix your brotherhood about yourself. When you look in self-inflection, sometimes you can't see the answer. The answer to your brotherhood will always come from your bylaws. So the bylaws were set up, if you have bylaws. If you don't, you need to get some. But the bylaws were set up by motorcycle clubs to ensure The sanctity of the brotherhood is followed. So, you don't have to like your brother to be a brother to your brother. I don't like everybody in my motorcycle club. There are some folks I don't like at all. I can remember when one of my regional presidents who didn't like me went to a big event that I was in, and he didn't like me, and I was mad as hell at him. So during this event, it was just him and I never saw him. I knew he was there, and he came up and said hi, but I never saw him. And we were mad at each other, and he had done some stuff and some stuff in the club. I was so mad at him that I killed him. And I was like, I can't stand that guy. So later on at the event, I said to him, man, I didn't even see you nowhere in this whole time you was here. You didn't get to hear me speak. I didn't see you. You weren't here. And the brother said to me, Black Dragon, I had your back every step of the way of every place you went. And he named every spot I was in, and he was no more than 10 steps away. Had anything happened to me or anything like that, he'd have been there in an instant. My brother that was angry at me and didn't like me and had been berating me through all the meetings and blah, 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 but when we was out there, we were together. And I didn't even know he had my back. That's brotherhood. So you don't have to like a brother to be a brother. When you don't get along in the house, I got two brothers in my club that fight like cats and dogs. You wouldn't even think they're brothers. They do such ugly things to each other. But when something comes between these two cats, you know their blood because they come together so fast, it'll blow your mind. So the brotherhood will stand the test of adversity if you treat it with utmost respect. I'm going to protect you even if you don't like me, even if we just had a fight, even if we can't even stand and look at each other. I'm just going to be right over here. You're never even going to see me, but boy, let somebody try it. You don't have to respect a brother to treat him as a brother. Man, there are some cats in my club that have done some stuff to me or some stuff to the club. And you don't like those such and suches. But they still got the patch on. In the United States Navy, we used to have to salute officers, and there were some officers that I just really didn't respect. They didn't know what the hell they was talking about. And the Navy had a saying, you salute the officer, not the man. You salute the rank, not the man. Because in the military, we don't have time for you to not like people, and you're going to do what we say do because I got this on and you don't. So you're going to do that, or we got something for you. Well, I don't like him. You don't have to like him. He's wearing that rank. You're going to salute him. I don't like my brother. You don't have to like him. He's got that patch on. And what we say is that the brotherhood requires that you treat him like a brother as long as he's wearing that patch. So what is treat him like a brother? We'll talk about that in a minute. But you must show your brothers deference and respect at all times. Respect is a refusal to do something inappropriate, untoward, dirty, backhanded, or any of that sort of thing. So you got a brother who's got a fine little daughter. She's about 25. She's really mature for her age. You looking at her, she looking at you, and he walks in the next room and you getting her phone number because she's giving it to you. BS. Hey, I wouldn't expect Big Cell has me over his house. I'm at his house. His mama and them are there. His daughter's there. Am I gonna shoot at his daughter? Well, hey man, she asked for my phone number first.
Yeah, she came at me first.
But there's an expectation of my brother that I conduct my. You know what? Because you don't just let anybody in your house, but you let your brothers in your house. So brothers don't do dirty, low down things to one another. It is a requirement that a brother keep himself. It's interesting. A brother once told me, I got to go away for a while. I got to take a trip. I need you to treat my family like it's your own while I'm gone. He didn't mean screw his woman.
Mm.
Okay? What he meant was, I'm fixing to go take a trip. I got to go hang with these folks for a while. I'm gonna be
away.
Right? And so while I'm away, I'm gonna need you to handle things. When cars broken down, blah blah blah. Because where I am, I ain't gonna be able to handle that no more. Mm-hmm. So he. I've been watching. I cannot believe that. Did it freeze it? No, I think it left it on. So the Brotherhood also. When you think about a brotherhood, you have to think about this really funny little thing. Do unto others. It comes different when it's your brother. Is tell everybody not to ever call me at this time.
Well, yeah, from now on, Thursdays.
From now on, Thursdays, just don't call me.
Thursdays, 9:30 to 11.
Thursdays, 9:30 to 11, do not call me. So, you have to do unto others. And when we talk about doing unto others, we talk about do unto brothers. You got to do unto brothers as you would expect your brothers to do unto you.
I don't think, but see, that's what I'm telling you. I think the expectations.
No, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Because I want to give you these things to ascribe to. See, you ascribe to things to be bigger and better than you are. Like I wanted to stop cursing. It's been really tough. Every now and then y'all will catch me right. But I'm ascribing to be better and at not cursing, delivering better, speaking better, stop saying I'm ascribing to, I had a girlfriend, I broke her heart. I killed her heart. So I'm ascribing to be a person that doesn't kill hearts anymore. I'm ascribing to be a better father. I'm ascribing to be a better person who prays. And I'm ascribing to be a better brother. I want to be a better president than I was. So I continue to do things. I write things down to try to make myself better. What if you're a president that's jealous of you? Man, jealousy is what... Do not call me at this time.
It's good. The question was...
What if I have a president that's jealous? So jealousy is an amazing thing. It's the thing that started that in my brother's keeper. Because you had a brother that was jealous of a brother.
Of another brother, yes.
Jealousy... I talked to a friend of mine today. His father raised us both. He went on to become a doctor. For 30 years, I've been jealous of him. Because he got to be a doctor. He worked hard at it. They didn't give it to him. And even in my own heart, I knew I was jealous. I was jealous of him because I felt like he had all the breaks and he had the father. I didn't have the father. This jealousy thing is terrible. If you have jealousy in your heart and you feel it, that's okay. You can be jealous. But to act on jealousy is terrible. So, sometimes you smile at somebody and you wish them well and you're just so jealous, but you still wish them well anyway. You make yourself better because you do better things. And so talking to my friend, one of the things I was like, man, I was always so jealous of you. I thought you had it so great. My friend was telling me, dude, I was jealous of you. So sometimes people you're jealous of, they're envying you and you don't even know it. So if you have someone that's jealous of you, well, how do you know they're jealous of you? And sometimes you go out of your way to make things better for jealous people. But let me add this. You don't kiss anybody's behind. If you know somebody's jealous of you and treating you wrong, you don't treat them extra specially nice, thinking that they're not going to be jealous anymore, because they are going to be jealous. They're going to be even more jealous, and they will turn on you even though you've given them all this stuff. So you reward people with good behavior, and you punish people with bad behavior. My mom used to say, if you treat me good, you're going to have the greatest person you've ever seen in your life. If you treat me bad, you're going to be sorry you crossed this brother. Two more points. Brotherhood means that you have to stop thinking about mine, I. This is why I wear my we shirt. Brotherhood means that you got to be the bee in the beehive. You always see the bee or the ant working for the hive. What's best for the hive? What's best for the MC? We are the MC. We make the MC, not I. There's no I in MC. There's no I anywhere in Motorcycle Club. So if you stop thinking about I and start thinking about we. So how do you do that? When you want to make a decision, you want to do something, you ask yourself, is this best for the club or is this just for me? You start acting like that, you start thinking like that, you automatically start becoming a better brother tomorrow just because you ask different questions today. So we want to go on the ride to Tuskegee. No, we want to go to Alabama. Do you want to go to Alabama, or is it better for us all that we go to they're both in Alabama, aren't they? So anyway, what I'm saying is we got to think about others. And when you start thinking about others, when you start including others in your decision, and these others that we're talking about are your brothers, when you start taking your brothers and treating them well, you get better, they get better, the motorcycle club gets better. And this is why I always say one person can make a difference. You can turn a whole motorcycle club around tomorrow just by being a better brother. Just by being the one that is going to make sure, hey, look, kickstand's up at 9:30. I'm not playing. We're going to try to get out of here at 9:30. Calling people, getting people together. But there's other things. A brother understands when his brother is in trouble. A brother understands when his brother's... How do you understand? You understand by asking. Not always by calling and starting off the phone call with, oh, man, my life is messed up. This is messed up. Blah, blah, me. Start asking about, hey, man, how are you? How are things in your life? What's going on? What can I do to help you? What can I do to assist you? Sometimes you might not even mean it, but if you start saying it and start trying to act upon it, you'll start doing it. And how you feel in your heart and in your soul when these people that you have sworn that you're going to love, how you feel when you start treating them with love and respect and compassion, it is a different feeling. It's an amazing feeling when people care about you for real because you cared about them. Finally, you don't leave a brother stranded. You don't leave a brother stranded emotionally. You don't leave a brother stranded financially. You don't leave a brother stranded physically. When Big Shell says, I'll die for you, he really means I'll die with you. We're not trying to go out here and start nothing. We're 99%ers. We're not regulating. We're not taking no territory. None of these things. But I tell you, if the wrong people pull up and want to start some, Big Shell's always, I'm not the toughest cookie in the world. All you got to do is fade me.
All you got to do is swing and you got to fade.
All you got to do is swing and you got to fade.
Know,
I'm not sure what swing and you got to fade means.
Hey, basically what I'm telling you is this. I tell everybody like this all the time. I've never lost a fight that I didn't start. Never.
Yeah, because when you don't start a fight, you normally catch it by surprise.
Hey, But basically what it is this, man, is that I accept the responsibility of what this thing is about, the brotherhood. I accept the responsibility. Mm-hmm. And with that comes a great amount of understanding. So, for example, if right now you was to walk in here and say, hey, man, we finna kick John's ass, you got to kick my ass too, because John is with me at this time.
At this time.
Whether I agree with what he did or don't agree, I don't even know what it is. But it's the loyalty, it's the bond, it's the brotherhood that you have to have. So that's what I mean by when you put these patches on and you're vesting up all these individuals, you have to make sure that these individuals have the same love, passion, charisma, character that you have. Because understand this, it's a cold situation to get into, and you look around, and them same cats that was just with you when you was in the club, they was hoo-hawing, and y'all probably done, did a couple of females together and then drank together and did whatever you done did. But now when it's time to get down to the business, They're like, well, hey, man, I mean, I got a family. You know, that ain't what I signed up for. And we all know what I'm talking about. Everybody know what I'm talking about. You didn't, man, please. If you didn't sign up to fight, but you signed up to have fun, then you signed up for the wrong shit. I got a quick curse. You signed up for the wrong reason. It
The
all
other thing
goes
is,
hand in hand.
these
Love
people
and war.
always will say, you know, these people say, well, I'm in a motorcycle club, I'm not in a gang. Well, you're running in a tough group of people. So you can think you in whatever you want to think you in. At any time, this thing can pop off.
Period. It can go from shit to from shinola to shit.
And when you got them colors on, they gonna get tested. It might not be this year, it might not be the next year, but at some point in time, them colors can be tested. And when they get tested, you want to be with somebody who is gonna stand the test of time with you, and that's the brotherhood. Now that doesn't mean if somebody comes to me and say, "Hey, let's go rob a bank," no, brother, you on your own.
What's the difference between stupidity? Now, I ain't stupid. I'm not gonna follow you off the cliff either. You know, if you want to go to the cliff, I'm gonna try to talk you off the cliff and try to pull you back from the cliff. But if you decide to jump, I'm not reaching for you.
Well, I'll reach for you, but we're
No,
not gonna
sir.
jump. We're not
Mess
jumping
around
hand
and
in
reach
hand.
for him and you slip and fall and your ass over the cliff with him. I'm not reaching for you. Hey, bring your ass back off that cliff, man. Say, man, come on back, man. There's a whole lot to live for. Say, you good? You gone? I'll holler at you. Hey, man,
So we never leave a brother stranded. Now, another thing about brotherhood, we're not supposed to put our brothers in bad situations. For instance, you know, in the MC you see it all. So we had a brother who didn't have a job, and he was doing bad. So one of the brothers said, you know what? He didn't say why you don't have a job. He didn't say why did you get fired. He didn't ask him about his past. He said, you're my brother. And so what I'm going to do is get you a job on the same place that I work, that I've been at for 15 years, and I'm doing fine there. So what are your qualifications? Well, I'm a maintenance man. I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. So first of all, he didn't meet the qualifications that he said he had. So he gets over to the place to do the work, and he couldn't do that work. But his brother was like, that's okay, we can train you. But then the other stuff started happening, like he would be on his phone during working hours and all kinds of things and not show up on time. And so this guy's got his boss looking at him talking about, you brought this guy here. We have an obligation when our brothers go out of the way for us that we make our brothers proud. That we don't lie to get on their job because that's their job. But if we do the right things, that we show up on time. So when a brother has extended himself for you, it is your obligation to be the very best you can be, because that brother has done the most, has put himself on the line. And so now we have to get into the delineation of what's not a brother. And what do you do when you find out you ain't messing with a brother?
Real quick, I'm going to tell you like this, man. As a youngin', my daddy used to say something to me all the time that it just did not make any sense. I would look at my dad like it's not working. Trust me. You see those lights right there? That means it's in use. Anyway, he would say something to me as a youngin' that I really didn't understand at the time. And I'm going to just say it like this. He used to say, son, if you got a friend that's walking, leave him walking. It's the reason why he walking. Now, you can do two things if you want to. You can let him use your car. And two things going to happen. He going to tear your shit up and you going to be walking. You feel what I'm saying? The other thing of it is this. If he walking, he might just like to walk. You don't want to see him riding. So, mind your business. You feel what I'm saying? And I say that to say this. If one of my brothers needed a job and he's reaching out, or he's not even, you know, I notice he doesn't have, whatever it may be, then, you know, you go, I'll go out of my way, but it's the person, like you said. I'll work with you, but I'm not going to work for you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the, it just is what it is, man, for me. So if you're not working, say, man, kudos to you. It ain't my job to get you a job. You feel what I'm saying? I love you to death as my brother. You need to tighten up shit. You feel what I'm saying? And if you know whatever you need help with, holler at me. I'll give you the best help I can give you. But you're not finna come to my job and fuck up my job because you done fucked yours up.
Woo!
I got
FCC, man. FCC gonna
Hey
find you.
man, I got. Yeah.
I'm not.
That part
I'm
right
not
there,
with
man.
him. FCC.
Yeah,
that's
that part right there.
I'm not hanging with my brother on that one.
Hey man, you your brother's keeper, man. So you got to split that fine.
I've been asking my brother not to cuss down
you
for.
You got to split that fine.
How
with me,
long?
Man. You got to split that fine with me.
Oh
man.
Lord, have mercy.
It is what it is, man. We got about 4 minutes left.
Jasmine Green
man.
said I cursed.
We got about 4 minutes left.
I did not curse, Jasmine
Again,
Green.
man, we hope that tonight, man, Brotherhood, we kind of brought it to base, and this, I guess we can still. This is another topic we can bring back because there's still so much unsaid that we didn't even get into.
Well, you shutting us down?
Well, look, this how much time we got. We got 4 minutes. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. We have to be out of here. Have to. Ain't no if and
We can't just. No, I don't like this, man.
Hey, look at me. If you hadn't been on time. But anyway,
You on time one time.
106liveradio.com, man, starting December 1st.
Look here. Finally, when your brothers are not acting like brothers, you got to be able to cut them off. There's a certain, you have to reward good behavior with good things and punish bad behavior with bad things. When a brother starts acting poorly, you see him borrow money from one brother and he doesn't pay it back, don't you get on that same bandwagon. You have to be able to shut brothers down. And motorcycle clubs have a hard time doing that because we want these people so much. We want our numbers to be so big we don't cut bad people off. Some people ain't brothers. They just some Negroes in the street. And so when you have cats like that, you got to cut them off. You got to punish them. You got to use what, in my new book, the Sergeant at Arms Bible, we talk about the accountability system. The Sergeant at Arms' responsibility is to keep the accountability system within the MC valid. And you keep the accountability system within the MC valid by punishing brothers that don't act brotherly. And you do that with the small things to violate. You violate your uniform. You know you're not supposed to have any patches on the back, but you got a big Harley Davidson patch on the back of your.
You got one on the side, close
you got
to the
one
back.
on the side.
What's on the side? It's the back.
So the Sergeant at Arms needs to violate you and make you pay because you're violating the Brotherhood. You're violating the Brotherhood with a uniform infraction. You're not looking good like the rest of us. You're violating us. You're not being a brother. You're lying. You're not paying your dues. You don't pay your dues on time. You're not being a brother. The rest of us are carrying your weight. So when a brother is not being a brother, violate his butt, fine his butt, suspend his butt, and teach him the values of brotherhood. I guess we gotta get
All
out
right,
of
so
here.
there it is, man. Again, starting December 1st, we've stepped our game
Janine
up.
Taylor said, "Hey y'all, Big
radio.com.
Cell, this is your last night to cuss because the FCC don't play."
Hey Janine, they don't play. Trust, and I don't got it. I ain't got it to give to them. For real, I don't. I'm telling you the real shit. I'm telling you the truth.
Man,
I ain't got it to give to them. 106liveradio.com.
106liveradio.com.
My FHO YouTube page, FHO Atlanta GA.
Black Dragon National President. Please like our page, share our stuff.
Yeah, and
Like
that's
our
how you'll
stuff.
be able to catch us. Radio and YouTube. No more Facebook. December 1st. We will have everything on point. We will learn how to work the phone system, learn how to work the radio, the whole 9 yards, man. So we are putting this show together for you guys, man. We love you. We appreciate you.
ProspectsBible.com,
Man, make sure you get it.
ProspectsBibleForWomen.com, and the Motorcycle Club PRO's Bible, MCPROsBible.com. And the Sergeant at Arms Bible will be out in December, like somewhere near December 15th, so you can get it in your Christmas stocking.
There it is there, man. Again, don't forget my website, www.therealfho.com. Also, this show will be linked to that. We got a lot of good things going. Also, stand by for FHO TV, FHO, whatever it is, movie deal. So everything is working out, man. We're putting this thing together, man. We're gonna
FHO TV.
FHO movies. I forgot what they called it. I just had a meeting about that today. But anyway,
We're trying to do some things.
it is what it is. We love y'all, man. We here. We hope you like the setup.
Do you like
we
the
will
setup?
be more professional, I promise.
Let us know.
Give
Yeah,
us some names. Throw some names around in there, too, for the show. So
We're thinking about
it is what it is, man.
Teach MC.
I say teach MC.
Teach MC
We're
Radio.
gonna teach you how to MC. You feel what I'm saying? Some people like real biker radio.
Listen, this is a blessing from God. We're very thankful, and
We
gotta.
gone.
I don't want to go
We
yet.
gone. We gotta go. 11
I
o'clock.
don't want to go yet.
11 o'clock, man. We out of here. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
Peace.
Ride your motorcycle. Put some respect on the throttle. Love your brother. Brotherhood.
And get skinny.
And here you go with that get skinny stuff, man. You feel what I'm saying? Every Thursday, 9:30 to 11. It's going down. Yada, yada, yada.
We need some people to operate this stuff. This is ridiculous.
Say, man, we love y'all. 106 Live Radio. We here. We appreciate you. We gone.